let me ask you this. If you were to figure out some way, when you wanted to be sexual with her, you brought it to her, and you got her to kind of acquiesce and be sexual with you, but you could still feel that background noise of the thing she's in, but she's engaging sexually with you. So imagine that's one scenario. Now imagine another scenario where you notice your impulse to be sexual and you totally don't allow it to come into the picture. As a matter of fact, you don't engage her sexually at all on a physical level. You wait until she engages you sexually, and you never engage her sexually. And that moment when she does engage you sexually, you can feel she's ready, she wants it. Which of those two feels like the truth of your heart, what you would want to engage in your relationship? Yeah, exactly. Sacred sexuality is not about learning how to be more skillful in sex. It's about learning how to transcend the reactive impulse that drives us, that informs us sexually. Every man here, the more skilled you become in your intimate practice, you should essentially never need to have sex again. Rest of your life. That would be the orientation. Now that doesn't mean you shouldn't have sex, you should have no desire for sex, or you stop having sex. That's not what that means. What that means is you develop a capacity in a relationship to be entirely non-reactive to sexual impulse altogether. So you feel those moments when your sexuality is coming through you, but you actually don't engage them. And every man here should get to the point in his practice where you hold back sexual engagement and you wait until she's the one that engages sexually. And it takes discipline to get there in your practice, but when you do, when she finally opens in that way, she's going to be more open. I promise you the lovemaking is going to be way better than it's going to be when you try and penetrate through when she's in the middle of something else. So I'm challenging you right now to stop all physical sexual advances on her. She might need time, she might need 3 months, she might need 6 months to go through what she's going through. Now, you continue to provide that penetrative quality of consciousness that's allowing her to go through this process. You're already intimately penetrating her. You're already loving her. She wouldn't be able to go through what she's going through if you weren't. You're already penetrating your woman, holding her with your consciousness. Now, if you went into your Omega scale and started sharing vulnerably how this feels for you, she's going to feel, oh my God, you don't have this? This isn't safe for me to go here. I can't go here. I'm going to have to boot up again. I knew I shouldn't have gone here. I knew I shouldn't have explored these emotions. And she's going to button right back up. So for you to play the Omega notes in this specific scenario at this time in your life would not create, I imagine, the appropriate response you're looking for in her. Instead, if you continue to penetrate her with loving consciousness, and the feeling every feminine creature wants to feel is, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere. There's no rush. There's no rush. All the time in the world, I'm not going anywhere. That is the sexual feminine body. The moment she feels rushed, she closes. The moment, when you think about rushing into sex, she closes. And then you get the artifact of her. She might still have sex with you, but it's from a place of closure, not authentic trust and opening. On the other side of this process you're going through is going to be a greater opening than you may have ever had between the two of you intimately. Your asana is to hold this yogic pose, this yogic posture. This is your time to be practicing non-ejaculatory practice. This is your time to notice your sexual impulse to combine with her, and do not make the advances, but instead you penetrate her sexually with your eyes, lovingly with your heart. You breathe her through this space and you give her all the time and space in the world she needs to go through all of this. It could be 3 months. Like, oh baby, you need another 3 months? No problem. That's the feeling in you, and she's gonna wanna fuck that. That's fuckable. When you go, I could hold this fucking pose for 3 months. Oh, you want to claw on me? Get out of here, right? When they feel that in their bodies, they can trust and open authentically. So this is going to be your practice, my specific challenge for you. You're at a beautiful point, and there's significance to this moment you're in with your partner. So this is your time to bring that edge of practice and recognize you already are penetrating her. You already are loving her. That's why she's opening in the way that she is.